So, hi everyone. I felt like I'd do a wee face-to-face one, seeing as I just finished doing the shorts, and I don't know when the next time is you'll see me on camera. So, because I've filmed them for the next couple of weeks. Actually, yeah, I've filmed them for the next couple of weeks, so this will be the last one just for a couple of weeks. So, the story behind this card. So, first of all, if you're new, welcome. My name's Claire, not Crystal. And I just say that because it hasn't happened for ages, but sometimes you're like, hi, Crystal, when they're new, and it's obviously the name isn't Crystal. So, yeah, this channel is about healing your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine energy, your inner union. You need to find that balance within yourself before any kind of twin flame physical union. And again, when I say that, it doesn't mean that nobody ever attains being in union when things aren't going great in your life, because that's not what that means. It just means you're going to come up against a lot of difficulty and pain and um, healing your trauma together. And that's, yeah, it's some people do it that way, but some don't. And again, most of the people that I attract, it's kind of like it's people that are in huge separations and stuff. Not all, not everyone. I've shared the stories about when it's I've helped married couples before that are twin flames, and people that are in relationships, people with kids that are twin flames. It's all different types of things like that. But anyway, so primarily this channel is about twin flames. So and I help people on the ascension process too. So, like I keep saying, I do see it. I foresee at some point that we might attract people that aren't one of us. That sounds hilarious. That aren't twin flames. And I'll just go with the flow when that starts happening. If people start joining and it's clear they're not on the twin flame journey, it'll just be blindingly obvious, I feel. And like I said, I know, because I know that actually some of you are watching, that aren't a twin flame, and it's probably going to be people that have known me at some point in my past from wherever, whether you've just followed on from Facebook probably or Instagram or wherever. And that's fine. Like, I really do hope that I'm helping you on your life path, whatever's going down. Like I said, that like I'm aware that I've got karmic energies that and again, remember, we can all be karmic in someone else's life as well. But what I mean is, I know that I've got people that I help's karmic energies watching me. I know that I've got karmic energies for myself. And I know that. And I really hope that at some point, that you get what you need as well. And like I said, I never send negative energy back that I feel coming towards me, because whatever you send out just comes back to you anyway. Do you know what I mean? That's why I don't. I say this all the time, but I really don't like that when I see people saying, whatever you're sending to me, I'm sending it back tenfold. That it's never resonated, and I'm not wanting to just follow the crowd. You know what I mean? But anyway, so the story behind this card is, it was in my room somewhere, and it's fell off. So it was actually on a vision board. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to lie, I been lazy as fuck with him. So it's quite funny. I was actually going to teach. Like a masterclass or webinar or something. Because I used to do them now and again. Like, usually I do them in my membership. Or no, I didn't. I done it to the public. On vision boards and stuff, and I will get around to it, at some point, maybe around Christmas or something like that. But I haven't updated any kind of vision board for like a long, long time. So yeah, absolutely do it though, because it's like I used to do it all the time, and I've got, the point is, right, without going in, because everything I say is channel, it's going to have meaning. The ones that I've had for absolute years, and so I don't know how long that card's been on that particular vision, because it's like a small corkboard, it's not even got a lot of stuff on it, but it was just basically putting out there that when it's the right time with the right person, that's what this is what I want, basically. It was just so basically, yeah, it's like, so it says, beloved, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you're lovable. Do you know what I mean? So I know what they're trying to tell me there is, I always feel like when things fall off your vision board, it's either because it's already happened or it's nearby. So that the message for whoever watching this is, yeah, it's already happened or it's nearby. And like I said, the obvious thing is, yeah, it was my vision board. So if any of this actually happens to be for me, you will never find out. I'm joking. You would find out much further down the line. But I'm pushing that aside to just give the message because I know that that's the message they want me to give to someone. Right, okay, so I'm going to shuffle the Halloween cards. And so at any point, if you like what I'm doing here, if you're new, please like the video, comment, get involved, let me know how it resonated. Is that the whole deck? It doesn't feel like it. I feel like I've left it. I don't know. You might feel like you've left something. I don't know. You might feel like you've left something behind, or you might be feeling a bit lost right now because it feels like I say, it feels like half the deck's missing. So that might have mean I just looked at 555, big changes. So I'm going to use the intense, romantic, deep, intense, scorpionic, twin flame, all my twin flame decks like that with the messages, because it is the last Scorpio moon just for the next few hours here. And then, like I said, I'm going to be having a wee break from that just until Halloween. And I might not even, I might feel a strong pull to be like, right, somebody needs this message, but just because it is so intense. Like I said, if you're new, when I look away, that is my clairvoyance. It's and it's just a bit intense to stare at the camera like that, isn't it? But it's laughing that. Yeah, I'm just having a wee break. So my goal is to do a Halloween card and a Lightworker Oracle card, and so it's like we're doing the shadow work and the dark stuff, and like basically like shedding light on the pain and the transmuting that energy, and then we're transmuting the energy with the Lightworker Oracle card because there's usually a wee prayer. Well, there's a wee prayer and invocation at the end of everything like that. And if you're new to me, I go on about prayer in every single video that I do. And all that actually came through in the one that I'd done yesterday, the power of prayer. So, like I said, I didn't say that, did I? Everything I do is healing. So, and again, if you want to know all the different bits and bobs and ways that I can help you, you can read that in the description box. So, because most of the people that watch me are people that watch all the time. So let's just see what the Halloween card is. Like I said, this is the last time you're going to see the deep, intense messages for a while because Mama Claire needs a break. Mama Wolf, because we're a wolf pack around here. As I'm staring at this card. It's not a card, is it? It's an affirmation. What does it say? I easily make delicious, nutritious meals and appreciate how they nourish my body. Oh, I'm actually on a healthy eating kick again, so I don't know if that's relevant to want to use, but right, what have we got here? Oh my god, I really do have to keep going with this video. Forgiveness, reducing burden. So the reason why I'm saying that is because I just said that on the shorts for Wednesday, so it's Tuesday right now. And again, they're timeless, but I can feel just a huge energy of forgiveness in the air. Yeah, within the Twin Flame Collective, it's probably, definitely got a lot to do, I would say, with things going on in the world right now. And it's like I say, because things get really, really, really dark in a Scorpio moon and really painful with world things, collective, and personal situations. So I feel there's just like a huge energy of forgiveness in the air. And it's in line with what I've been saying in the last few videos. Again, when I say it me, it's what's coming through from the divine, from God, from your guides, from my guides, from your twin flames guides, people connected to this journey. Is nothing is ever worth putting yourself through unnecessary pain when you've already went through enough. There's something about that. So there'll be different things obviously for different situations. So it's just actually, because I'm going to do the message cards first, so I'll just put the thing in. And if you would like a personal message like this on an unlisted YouTube video, that's an option on the schedule. That'll be in the pinned comment below, or it's always in the description box. 30. So there might be something about the 30th, because that would be within the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus energy. So you might want to see where the Oh, and the regret ghost card is behind it. So again, there might be something about someone's regretting ghosting, or there's something about ghosting again, because like I say, ghosting is integral to the twin flame journey. Right, what else do we need? I love these cards. Because, oh, actually, yeah, they're called Shadows and Light. I just realised that. That's kind of like what I'm doing with those two decks and these cards. So it's like this, because I did think, oh, it's like two dark ones, but it's not, because it's like, but these do feel pretty, they do kind of remind me of Halloween, but I just like them because they're honest. That's why I like these cards. So, oh, what have we got here? Snow Angel. Well, it's fucking freezing here. The signs are with you already. She doesn't look happy too, so we'll see what that's about. These cards always feel like they're about karmics to me, but it just depends. Oh, there's the triquetra. That's what's on my bracelet. See the wee. So that might be significant to someone there. Yeah, the signs are with you already. And like I said, that's someone that doesn't look happy. So we'll see what that's about. Strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. Already, again, I feel that's going to be, we don't want to give karmic energies too much of the spotlight right now, but it is coming again. Scorpio energy is about like psychic detective. I do feel that's going to be for whoever listening to this. It's like a karmic energy that is holding on way too tight to a twin flame. So you might be the twin flame that they're holding on way too tight to. And again, this actually doesn't need to be like romantic things. This could be like friends that are holding on too tight to you, controlling, or it could be family members. It could be, or it could be the obvious. It could be romance. It could be people as well from your past, like you're not with them anymore and they're holding on to you. That's actually a big one that always comes up with twins. Like, do you mean? Don't think that just because you had something with someone years ago that they're not still holding on to you in some kind of way and pulling you back. You know what I mean? It's energetically, that's why they show it, like I say all the time, that's why karmic people, anyone in your life, not just love, friends, anyone that from your past that you don't want to have in your present, appear in your dreams, because they know that they can't be in your real life, so they'll keep appearing in your dreams. And you've got to keep, honestly, I'm not wanting to fucking call it in, but there was a period of time, it was getting really fucking draining, but there was like, I would say it was months, but it was definitely a few weeks anyway, that it was like every night for a few weeks there was like different karmic energies from my past just appearing in my life, and it was really intense. I was like, what the fuck? And I had to keep constantly being like, you're not welcome, stop doing that, stop being in my dreams, like, you know, all that kind of all the stuff that I do for other people. I would have to, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it was like, it was really, really full on, it was really strong. And I don't believe in touching wood, but it's kind of like, you know, I don't believe in all that kind of shit. It's funny, isn't it? But I don't, like, I just think that's superstition and that's not kind of what I'm into. But it's like, I'm praying more, please protect me from that. But it's not happened for ages. Clean up time, yeah. And it's a Scorpio moon right now. 15 is a devil card. It's time to clean up the devil energy in your life. So the trickster energy, the people that don't have your back, all that kind of stuff. We've got that one behind it, the Three Witchy Sisters, the power of three. So again, I always feel specifically that is going to be really meaningful to someone out there, that it could be a group of females. It could be a group of related, it could literally be a group of three sisters, or it's a group of like female close friends or something that is like, you know, what is gang stalking, by the way? That I'm going to actually Google that because that just popped into my head. It is like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like, I've spoken about this before, but it's kind of like, you know, what I'm saying about energy. Even if you don't know something's happening, like you can feel when there's a psychic attack, like a whole load of people sitting gossiping about you. Let's see. Gang stalking. Oh, fuck's sake, it's a big fucking literal essay. What's this? Am I going crazy or am I being stalked? Inside the disturbing online world of gang stalking. This is very Scorpio, by the way. Like the dark side. For fuck's sake, I just want a simple. I'm going to put gang stalking meaning. Gang stalking or group stalking is a set of persecutory beliefs in which those affected believe they're being followed, stalked, or harassed by a large number of people. Yeah, so again, it's not a word that I use a lot, but they just popped in my claircognizance here. So I really do feel it. It's like whether you are, if you're a victim of this, which I'm kind of laughing because it's like, I get the feeling that, I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's funny because it's like, I kind of get the feeling that if you are meant to be a victim of this, you're kind of not, because you don't let it affect you, you don't know. So it's like, even, I'm getting the feeling that it's like, I'm seeing someone like in a protective bubble and I really just want to keep laughing. So it's like, even if like people are trying to get at you in that way, it's like they can't. So hopefully you feel it, and if not, I'm going to stop laughing. And if you are being gang stalked, or like a group of people, or, well, it's bullying. I said that ironically, not coincidentally, on Mean Girls Day. I was channeling about, I said something about the film Mean Girls and bullies and all that kind of stuff, and then I realised, oh my god, it is Mean Girls Day, because they say something about the 3rd of October, I think it's 3rd of October, and Mean Girls, and it was on the 3rd of October. I was channeling it on the live. So do you know what I mean? It's, or whatever day it was, but I think it was that date. So that might be significant. But it's something about this. It's like, whether you're aware of it or not, there are a group of people that don't like you and they're gang stalking you. But you might not have noticed. So, but anyway, this is quite a lot. And then we've also got this sort of older women there. So again, this is quite specific, but again, you could have like a group of younger females, and you could also have like an older. It's all fucking kicking off, guys. It's people's karmics. You're no fucking welcome. Like, wait a minute. So it doesn't matter if they're not welcome. They're going to turn up anyway, aren't they? Right. So anyway, let's just see what that's about after. And because I know I always say it, but I don't want to make this too long. What is the Lightworker Oracle card? I knew there was a reason I had to be on camera, because even if it's just to tell you the funny things that happen, because it's like, but because you could see my facial expressions. Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge, number 18. There's a lot of things in this. First of all, it's the 18th tomorrow, so there might be something significant about the 18th of October. I'm filming this on the 17th of October, and it's actually 17 minutes in as well. Happy birthday, Grandma and Spirit, because I've been channeling a lot about the ancestors that are bringing. Now, it doesn't need to be directly like your grandma or your nana or your grandpa or your granddad, or whatever you call them. Like, you know, it can be like ancestors further back than that are helping you, that are guides. But it just so happens, I'm not shitting you, it is my grandma's birthday today, who's been passed a long, long time. She died when I was actually 15. So there was something, what was it? There was something recently where it was like, I was watching an older woman talk, and she had quite a lot of sass about that, and it was just kind of like, and it did kind of, you know, make me really think about my grandma and my nana, being like, I wonder what they would have been like if they'd lived a bit longer. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, you know, so there's something about, be grateful, you know, if you have had older people in your life that have lived a good lifespan, because like I say, I really would say all my grandparents died far too young, and so, but you know, sorry to say this, but because of the times that we're living in, you know, you could never say, oh, I'm glad they died when they died, but in a way, you know what I mean? Like, I would have been the granddaughter that was busting in the fucking nursing homes, and you know what I mean? And I mean, I didn't yet. Don't get me fucking started on that, because listen, if you work in some kind of care home or that, it's very difficult work, and you know, well done for doing that kind of work. But yeah, I just completely noticed the huge deterioration in my nana from the minute she went in to somewhere like that. But again, it was just one of these things where it was like, it was just, I don't know why I'm going into this, but this must be specific to someone. And I'm actually being drawn to roses, and that is my symbol for my nana. I've been drawn to rose everything. So my nana is very much around wanting me to say this. That it's like, you know, me and my, you know, extended family, like we all did what we can to like go and visit her like every day and that, and as well as carers. I just got to the point where it was all, you know, too much, and that was kind of, you know, the best thing, but it was, yeah, she did deteriorate a lot, and I'm going to stop talking about this because I don't think I would cry because, like I said, that's like 9 years my Nana died, but 9 years ago. But yeah, it was just that kind of thing of I think this is coming in because I'm holding a card about Ascension. Anyway, we'll just cap that there because it's like fucking story time here. Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, this is really interesting because I haven't been outside for ages, right? And I went outside today, and I put in the community tab there. You know, sometimes you have to be away from something or someone, but it's like, yeah, sometimes you have to be away from something for a while to appreciate its beauty or how much it means to you. And for me, I'm not kidding, that was the sea today. Like, but the download was, it's like, you know, I was being told about the twins. It's like, you know, when you, like, those that are in a separation for a long time, like, you realize how much, if you don't know what a twin flame is, first of all, you realize that this person must be something really a lot more than what you initially thought, or whatever, you know, a spiritual connection, because you can't get them off your mind, and the love just grows, you know, it just gets stronger and stronger as the time goes on. It drives you nuts and all that, you know, you'll know that if you are a twin flame. And depending on which one you are on the journey, it'll settle down if you're divine feminine, but it still drives you nuts, you know what I mean? And divine masculine then has to go through everything you went through and all that. But it's kind of like, yeah, there's just something about absence making the heart grow fonder, and I really do feel it is about those repressed emotions coming up to the surface in quite a big way. And like I said, you know, when it's a Scorpio moon that we're in right now, I mean, it, you know, the moon moves into Sagittarius 8:30 UK time here tonight, but so reflect on the last few days, I feel a lot of people have been going through some really, really deep emotions coming in. But anyway, the Rainbow Bridge, there's something, it's, again, it's too big to put into words, but a song came, there's so many songs that came on, and I screenshotted them so I remember, but there was a song that came on earlier, right, and I can't remember when I heard it. I think it was the end of a film or something, but it's called Purple Haze, and Joy Ola Dakun, I don't know how to say it, but I just want to get the lyrics. Sure, there's a purple haze in the sky, and they say maybe we're running out of time, but I don't care because you and I know that love is all we need to survive, right? So that felt bigger than love, right? It felt very the event kind of stuff. It felt like, well, I just know you know, when that rumor or when that sort of energy was circulating quite a few years ago, there was a lot of chat about there was going to be like a purple energy or a purple cloud in the sky. I mean, this is quite interesting because this is stuff I wouldn't usually say out, like, but anyway, I'm saying it because again, I think actually that's true. There's a lot of this stuff I would say it 1-to-1, but I wouldn't say it in public. But the fact that I'm saying it means I can feel there's a total ringing in my ear. There's yeah. The fact that I'm talking like this openly, I do, and they're pulling me to that picture up there that is purple and blues, and it's a picture of a sky. There's something. It's like do you know what? I'm not even gonna, like, when I came back from that walk, when I was in the bath, I actually felt like, you know what, we're in it. We're in it. Whatever the event is, we're in it. That's what I'm getting. And also the new earth, like, you know, when it's like, oh, we're going to the new earth and all that. Like, you know, like I say all the time, you can choose to go to the new earth every day by detaching from the old earth that's dying out and all the fucking horrendous shit that's happening all over the world and stuff out of the Bible, and connect to the new earth. And that's why I've got that meditation there that I've done. Anyway, so again, that's just what was really, really coming in. It's like, it just feels like we're in it, because I just know things that have been said to me from my own guides, or things that have been said in personal readings, and just it just feels like the quickening is happening. Everything feels like it's manifesting quite fast. Everything's happening really fast. So I'm just saying, let me know if you're feeling all this too. But yeah, there was just something that really struck me with that, and just that card coming out. That's like, wow, that's confirming it. It's like, and also I say this before, but like, you know, it's like I carry that rainbow frequency as well. Like, I'm a Blu-ray starseed, and with Violet and Mora as well, and you know, I connect with the Palladians or Arcturians. If I can name it, I'll probably feel like I connect with it, but it's true. It's like I tap into all these energies at different points, and but the rainbow frequency is really, really strong. Diamond energy as well. It's kind of, And also I'm the 18th of a month too, and there's an 18 on that card. That's the 18th of the moon, there's secrets. Oh, who the fuck? Wait a minute, I need to answer the door, that was a bit intense. Hello? Okay. I've still got my boots on. I'm making sure they're not sore when I wear them. Like never. I'm joking. Not very often, but I'm going to put my slippers on after this actually. But I might not, because you know what I mean. It's like they're actually really comfy. But if you just wonder, like, what, that doesn't sound like Claire's slippers. That wasn't even for me, by the way. That was for a neighbour. I don't know whether I need to take. Oh, for fuck's sake. Something it actually is for me. That's fucking weird. When the guy I was edging, when the guy rang the buzzer, he said, "Can you take a parcel for a neighbour?" But then when he's just rang the bell, which is actually weird too, because I've got a buzzer, people don't ring the bell. Like, it's an old bell. Ring the alarm, ring the bell. Is there not a song like Ring the Alarm? There is a song, right? Is that Beyonce, Ring the Alarm? What does that saying mean? But anyway, yeah, that fucking whatever I've just said about that song feels significant. Ring the alarm meaning. That means something too. He said it's for someone else, and it turns out it's for you. Oh my god. I know what that. So there's something here about something looked like it was going to someone else. Oh god. And Soul Child is on the bottom. That came out in the one I done yesterday. Look, see these orbs? That's what I meant, right? So again, now don't everyone freak out. It's not obviously for everyone, but this is, I say this now and again when it comes in, that, you know, the children that twin flames already have, which is a lot of you out there, or that are yet to come in, are really powerful children, crystal children, rainbow children, indigo children. I mean, I was an indigo child turned indigo adult, that's why I'm so honest. A lot of you might resonate with that. But basically, yeah, soul child. And like I said, it was a lot of the time this is just a thing that, and some people can see it, like I said, I can sometimes see it when I'm with someone or I feel it. I pick up on that quite a lot as a medium, like children that are in spirit. Children that are in spirit that have passed the spirit, sadly, I pick up on in my mediumship, and I'm like the Pied Piper. I have a whole load of. I know that sounds like it's something out of a horror film, but it's not like that. It's like, you know what I mean. They wouldn't kick about me if I was being creeped out, but it's like I do. Few children and young souls around me a lot in my mediumship. And like, you know, it's just, this is weird. Just yesterday I was thinking about that I was actually at a, you know, because I'm trained in child, like I'm obviously I'm a meditation teacher as well as everything else that I do too, but I actually went to a child's meditation training like years and years. I was actually in my dark night, so years and years and years ago, right? And it was a 1 day thing, and basically I met this woman, and again, this is ages ago and it's anonymous, but I met this woman, and somehow on the break, so maybe I didn't fucking know her, but this was what was good about not knowing her. I was just, you know, we got on chatting, and I must have mentioned I was a medium, and somehow I ended up saying something really significant about the date, and somehow, I don't know how it led on to that, but I started sensing something, and I asked her, I was like, is it alright, you know, she was open, and I said, you know, I'm feeling something, and is it alright if I sort of, like fucking Teresa Caputo style? If you've ever seen Long Island Medium, a lot of people have said, you know, that when I'm upbeat and stuff, that it reminds me of them, but I certainly don't use that much hairspray. I did put a lot of big bouncy hairspray on today, but you know, she's the one where hair's a bit wild and that. But again, I loved that program. I don't watch it anymore really, but I was actually obsessed with it. Okay, there's some really weird shit going on. there's some really, I don't even know how to explain what I just saw. So very dramatic. So during the pandemic, when I was out walking, you know, when we weren't allowed out of our house and that, you know, when you're allowed for one walk a day and all that, to cut a long story short, I kept seeing floating, I wouldn't call them orbs, it was beings, or I just don't even know, orbs, let's just call them orbs, right? But they weren't a ball shape, they were long, slithery, anyway, it's just, it looked a bit like a cobweb, but a more substantial than that floating in the air, and I haven't seen it for years. Yeah, since the start, you know, sort of like say roughly the past sort of 3 years, maybe 2 years, and I just saw whatever the hell it is I'm trying to explain float past the window right now. So obviously, right away, your logical brain's going, oh, it's just some kind of something off a tree, or but it's not. I knew that whatever it was I was seeing before, I just saw there. And I'm holding a card talking about orbs. Anyway, to finish the story, this is a fucking weird one, but we'll go with it. The veils, that what I'm getting from this is the veil is thinning or non-existent. And obviously that is, towards Halloween, people believe the veil is thinning or non-existent anyway, but I can't really buy into that too much again, like, because for people like me, it's fucking, there is no veil all the time. I can fucking see the shit that most people can't see, and so can a lot of you. But I kind of feel like people are going to, I feel they're trying to tell me people are going to be starting to know, going to be able to see what other people have been able to see for a long time. But that's fucking weird. That I'm going to be checking the window. That I won't bet you I won't see it again today. That just that, but that that's blowing my mind. I can't, anyway, it's just hard to describe too, as you can see. But yeah, there is something about this that basically at that workshop, I ended up. Now this is what's, again, be open minded. If you don't believe me, no skin off my nose, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I've got loads of reviews to, like, you know, to back up that what I can do. And on that note, by the way, if you do want to book a 30-minute medium, I see what they're doing, a 30-minute 30-minute, if we're having fun and the loved ones are coming through and it's a party, it's going to be longer than 30 minutes, so book a few hours off. And also equally, if nobody turns up on the truckload of spirit people for you, because that's what happens when I get mediumship readings, there's a load of them wanting to chat, then we'll just hear from your guides. But it's very rare that there would be nobody in spirit, even if it was like somebody that you didn't know, but it was like a granny's granny. There's always usually somebody that turns up to tell you something you need to hear, right? But anyway, the point is, or pets. Like, again, I've brought a few animals before too, like, and had people crying before in lives and that. I'm not shitting you. But yeah, it was this woman, unfortunately, had lost a baby, and I'm just trying to think now, was it a miscarriage, or I think it was a miscarriage. But it was a while ago now, I can't remember, but whatever it was, you know, so it's kind of like, again, even harder, how the hell, yeah, it was, because that's like, how can you prove that? But whatever it was I said, I think I must have said the wee girl's name, and mentioned the date being significant in it, and it just so happened that the day we were at that thing was this, the anniversary of when this woman had this miscarriage. So whatever else is it, and then I gave other information that obviously would be important to her to validate it, but yeah, that's all just came from the. So we might read Soul Child as well, but there's something that's basically, the point is like, and what I was saying about on the video the other day is that, like, a lot of people believe, and like I said, I've seen this before and I felt it, is that, like, orbs, the spirit orbs of the children that are yet to come in, that want to come in, and there's so many that want to come in for twin flames that are in a place of still being able to carry children and have children, and it's basically, it's like, yeah, like, it's really, really strong, and they hover about like orbs, so it's, yeah, it's cool. So anyway, so that's going to mean something to someone, and like I said, I feel it's just a lot of earth healing, and then, like, there's a wee boy on that card, so somebody might have a wee boy in spirit, a wee boy in spirit that, you know, past the spirit, or a wee boy that wants to come in from spirit. Obviously, it's not for everyone, but we'll just see what comes through. So it's not for, obviously fucking not for everyone. There'll be people that are well past that age being like, no. Right, okay, so soul child, and you don't even need to be pat. You know, some people don't want kids and stuff, so whatever your initiation by water, and I was walking by the sea, karmic clearing. That's what the karmic cards are about. Right, but we can't read them all, so we're going to read the rainbow, and I think we better read the soul child, because again, that doesn't come through all the time, but when it does come through, it comes through strong. So right, now we'll do some intense twin flame messages. So let's get the cringe ones over with, because they're the ones that I wrote, and I like to, I've just seen a cringe one, I like to not, well actually, oh, what's happening with that light there? I just ascended before your very eye. That was weird. That was fucking weird though. There's literally no sun. It's freezing. There's no sun coming in the window. See, this is why I want to every now and again do ones like this, right? Because I'm going to have to see what the fuck that was all about when I'm watching this back. But it's weird that I do have energies around me all the time, but like I'd shared when I shared that photo, if you scroll back the community tab, I haven't seen a photo to this date with that many orbs around me, or in fact any orbs around me. And like, we're talking like that was like over 10 years ago. Like I said, it was when I was right in the slap bang in the fucking brutal heartache of my twin flame. It's hard to decipher. Like, I don't know if I would call that twin flame separation. It was twin flame. It was, yeah, it was, because he went from being all about me to not about me, so it was it did feel like a twin flame separation, but we were never a couple. But do you remember what I'm trying to say is it's I was in the heartache of it all, like me feeling all the feelings and wondering what the fuck was going. Anyway, we're not fucking going there, right? So but yeah, the point was I'm wanting to, you know what I mean, come away, let's invite them in, come on little orbs. And that did feel like the light beams giving you a bit of a show there though, because like I said, there's absolutely no sun here. Like, the windows over there, but there's no, you know what I mean? I don't know what that was about. Right, so somebody must have been, I feel that for this to keep coming out, there must be one of yous out there. So let me know by email if it's you and you're too shy, but there must be somebody wandering about. There's a white feather floating past. God, it's very mystical today. Somebody must be asking about spirit babies or something. I'm sending you signs. Are you seeing them? This is from the Divine Feminine Collective, and I've just seen a fucking. I can't. What's on the bottom? Oh, there's a Scorpio one. Can I see it? Right. I'm just going to say this. So remember, I'm just the messenger. I can't. I'm cringing. Oh no. I need to feel your body next to mine. So again, that's the Scorpio moon desire coming out there, and we're not too far away from Scorpio season. And Scorpio is sexual energy. It's intense. It's Mars is in Scorpio right now, which is Mars is your sex sign. So again, it's Mars's action and everything too. But because Scorpio is the 8th house, which is sacred sex, it is transmuting energy. It is pain too. But you know what I mean? It's intense. It's just everything you can think that's intense. It's probably got to do with Scorpio. It's digging deep to get to the truth. But yeah, I really do feel that sexual longing, desire is only going to get stronger and stronger, which is why a lot of twins are like, fuck this shit, I need to get to them. Do you know what I mean? But these divine masculine men, women, whatever you identify as, are pretty goddamn stubborn. So some can hold on for dear life. It's divine timing. So, and before I don't want to pull too many because I need to, I should have left it out. So I'm sending you signs. Are you seeing them? So if you are a divine masculine, regardless of your gender, you could be getting like songs. So obviously you see that happens to me all the time, and to deliver them. And then I also get, I mean, God, today the personal songs that I've had have just been off the fucking, yeah, off the chart. I mean, they always are, but particularly, yeah, loads of like, what the hell. And the funniest one though was that's why I put in the community tab was I woke up this morning and my alarm was on, you know, it's sort of set to like a random song, and it went off on that song again that I mentioned it somewhere along the way, that was and it's, you know, it's not like I don't like it, but it was only out last year and it wasn't one of his best, but it's James Arthur again, and it was like, but it just starts off and it's like, I miss you, and it's just kind of like, but like I was fast asleep, right, like fucking conked out, and this alarm, and again I had my headphones in, so it just happened to like go off, and it was like, I miss you, and I was like, and it was just really, what a weird way to be woken up. But it was very sort of strong, and that's why I shared it. Again, I don't always share it. Sometimes these things will just be for me personally, but I knew it was like that. It was the Divine Masculines really, that wave collective one would be like they miss you. Do you know what I mean? So, um, yeah. So again, that's so like you said, this is from Divine Feminine. So this is Divine Masculines. You are getting signs through song, synchronicities. Like, that's not a coincidence. I said about the feather. I've been talking about orbs. It's just, so again, Divine Masculines could be getting a lot of stuff about spirit babies and stuff as well. It's something like that. People, there's that one again. Fucking hell, look at all them. And this one comes out all the time. People are so jealous around us. We have to protect this sacred union and have each other's back. I'm shuffling, guys. When I wake up in the middle of the night, my mind goes instantly to you, wishing you were lying next to me, right? So again, there's a lot of ones you know, I didn't channel a lot of ones like that. I'd say probably about 10 out of like fucking however many are there. Okay, let's see what Divine Masculine has to say back to that then. I think I'm handling the level of cringe okay, but I'll be able to see when I watch back, and if it's too cringe, you might never see this, or it'll be on Patreon or something. I'm joking. So I think I'm joking. Divine Masculine wants to say, I know I was a distraction from your pain. That one always fucks me up because I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? But I actually kind of feel like it's to do with, it's not a coincidence actually, I've just mentioned that, you know, that picture when if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll need to look in the community tab, but there's a picture when I was going on a night out, and actually I was getting mixed up with a night out when I was talking about it. And it's just basically, there's 17 orbs I counted back in the day. I didn't count that time, but you can count yourself. There's a lot, basically. There's 17 orbs around me, and my feeling is I was in a really, really low place. So I looked aesthetically good, you know what I mean? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but I'm like, oh, fucking, I thought I looked pretty good. But it was like I didn't feel good. Do you know what I mean? I was heartbroken. Like I was, and actually, I think I just had the fucking thing put in my arm. You know what I mean? Like the contraceptive thingamajigger put in my. I think that was maybe the first time, or I don't know. It was one of them types. So it was my. So I was wearing a long sleeve top because it was. See, I remember everything. It was covered in. Yeah, it was covered in the thing, but basically, yeah, I was really heartbroken, and I was really missing my twin, and just everything was really weird and awkward, and you know how it goes if you're twin flame. And yeah, I did bump into him that night, but it wasn't. There was another night we saw each other where we'd both been at an event, and then we both went to a different club, and when we seen each other again, and it was kind of, I mean, it was around about the same sort of time. That was the night where another medium had said you're going to see him on the 5th going into a 6th. And it was the 5th going into the 6th of a month. So again, with me remembering that specifically, there might be something about the 5th or the 6th of a month for you. Like November's the next one. Remember the 5th of November. Maybe you're going to remember the 5th of November for some reason. But yeah, I know it was a distraction for your pain. I kind of feel it's like, with me reflecting on that, and I don't really like to go there, it was like, I feel like this is really deep, but it's like your twin flame on a soul level. So it's not on their everyday, the way they chat to you or other people and that. It's not that. It's on that higher level. Soul self knows that if they had stayed in your life and you'd done whatever, you were a couple or kept fooling around in the way you're like, that you weren't going to heal the pain that you need to heal as a divine feminine. And remember, if you don't heal that pain as divine feminine, whether you're a woman, man, whatever you identify as, your twin won't either. And like I speak about all the time, the delay can be quite some time, to put it mildly. And divine masculines, I hope nobody's triggered by that, because it doesn't mean you're, doing anything wrong. Like, you're right on time. It's like you wake up when you're meant to. Not a coincidence, I was just talking about an alarm waking me up saying I miss you. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, there you go. An alarm that woke me up saying I miss you. Like, your twin will be woken up missing you. Like, literally, they will be waking up by the event missing you, and you'll soon know about it. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't mean that sounded. I don't mean like you'll soon know about it if you're, well, you will if you're the one that's missing your twin after years or a decade or however long it's been, decades for some. Um, I meant as the one receiving it, you'll soon know about it. Like, they'll come a knocking, you know, or they'll contact you, but just be aware that if you're somebody that hadn't faced those feelings for a long time, that takes a lot of courage. So again, I absolutely send all my love and strength and prayers to people that are in that place. It is difficult, but yeah, I love you. Remember, this is from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I love you unconditionally. They love you unconditionally. So whatever it might have seemed like or appeared, this is really lovely. I wish I could take my words back. So there's either something that's been said in the past. It doesn't matter how many years this was ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, yesterday, whatever. You know, it's like something has been said, and I feel it's like one of the, I'm getting a sense for someone watching this, it'll be like you're getting too close, and what does that say? They're pulling me to the dice over there that says, when is your birthday? Do you know, this is really fun. Like, this is really funny, right? But the first thing that just popped into my head is my twin flame used to do that to me every fucking year, and he knows when my birthday is. But he fooled me for a few years in a row. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he did, because I'm like, maybe he doesn't know, because he knows exactly. He knows like when roughly it is, right? But it's anyway, it's kind of like anyway. So just that might be a little thing between you and yours, but it is like literally, it used to drive me nuts. Like, no matter where I went on my birthday, I'd go to different places. He'd fucking pop up, and it's not like he was like, you know, he wasn't literally like, oh, I'm gonna go here, because like, no way. Do you know what I mean? It was like, but I feel on a soul level, energetically, something was happening. It was weird, because he'd always end up fucking there at different places year after year after year. It was just like a standard joke. Like, we actually used to expect it. And it was just on my birthday that happened. It was weird. Obviously, I would see him out and about, different, but anyway, it was always on my birthday. And even sometimes when you think, oh, this year it's not going to happen. There was one year that was actually the last year before I then didn't see him. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's so long ago, I forget. But yeah, maybe it was like one of the last years before I didn't see him for a long time. But yeah, and I saw him like really late at night in a club. Oh, that was a long time ago, actually, because we were. Why am I going into this detail again? Fucking Scorpio Moon, man. It was really weird. Like, now that I think about it, like, I had a really brave, really out of character moment where I saw him and then I texted him. I can't remember what I texted him, but I texted him. I don't know. I texted him saying something, and like you know, hadn't kind of, you know what I'm saying. And I never used to do that. Like, seriously, I never used to do that a lot. And like, I can count on one hand the amount of times I've done that, and I literally think I've done it like 2 or 3 times. I mean, it might not even been that, but anyway. But and then, oh, I know when this was, because that was the night. Oh fuck, why am I talking about this again? But like, I was crying. It was kind of sad. I was very sad. I was crying on the phone. Actually, that's weird, because I won't say that about. But yeah, I was crying for hours about something, and he was really good. I was really overwhelmed. I was hyperventilating, and he was really good. Like, he stayed on the phone, and fuck knows what I was saying. And that's one of the things that makes you cringe, because you're like, oh my fucking god, I can't even remember what I was saying. But I know it was something that had really, really upset me, and it was quite deep. And I don't even know if I would have explained to him what was going on. I just don't think I would have been making any fucking sense, to be honest. I was pissed. Let's keep it real. But yeah, he didn't hang up on me. Like, he actually listened to me crying down the phone and talking a load of shit for hours. So it's like, kind of in a way, it's like, come on, Twin Flame, you could have fucking hung up, man. But he must have been worried. And then though, when I calmed down, he was coming, coming to see me, and again, not really to hook up, but because I was in a fucking state. It was just like, but anyway, the point was, and then my friend was there, and she was. So it's one of these things where it was like, this. It was getting to the point where like it was kind of like Mission Impossible for us to get to each other. So my friend was like, "Look, I'm going to go and sleep in the living room and just do your thinking." I'm like, "No, no, like I'm not doing that." And she was like, "No, I insist." But anyway, that never ended up happening because I went through hyperventilated about how anxious I was about him coming to see me, and I fell asleep crying. I'm not. That is the fucking truth. I fell asleep crying about how scared. So I think I am telling you this story at the risk of pissing mine off again. But again, I'm sure he's got better things to do to be watching this. But it's kind of like there must be something for someone watching this about don't let the overwhelm of the anticipation or the excitement about meeting up with your twin take you over so much that you do something stupid like what I done, like fall asleep crying. Fall asleep crying and pissed because I was and then I'm not kidding, I woke up in the morning. It is quite funny story, mind you. I woke up in the morning and I was like, oh my god, and I said to my friend, I was like, and I was like, and the first thing I thought was I grabbed my phone and I was like, oh my god, I've fucking fallen asleep. And I was like, he is going to be fucking livid. So I don't know what I just texted and I was just like, I'm so fucking sorry. Like, I fell asleep and I never got a reply. I think that one's understandable why I got ghosted. That's so funny. Anyway, they love you. Maybe this was, look, this is for Divine Masculine. Maybe this is about me. I wish I could take back my words. I love you unconditionally. So, yeah. There's something at some point that a Divine Masculine has said something to you hurtful, and the truth is they love you unconditionally, whatever it is they've said. And it's interesting because over all the years that I've known my Twinflame, there aren't really too many times where he's said something to me that wasn't very nice. Obviously, he's no fucking angel. There are times, but it was more the actions that spoke louder than words of him. You know what I mean? It's just that he didn't fucking say anything, or we just acted like we didn't mean anything to each other, and that's you know what I mean? Pretty shit, isn't it? But that's what twins do. And again, I've done it to him too. Look, I left you before you could leave me. So again, this isn't about me, mind. So, but it's they like to do that. We both know I'm not for you again. So there's a bit of kind of like, I left you before you could leave me, meaning like sometimes it's the case that they liked you a lot and it terrified them how much they like you. So yeah, they left you before you could leave them. And actually, I definitely know. Again, it's like I'll find out one day. But it's like with that wee story I've just told, like it's kind of like there's reunion as well. It's like with that, and look, think about the card at front. With that wee story I've just told, it's like that is the God's honest. Cross my heart, and hope to die if it's not the truth. It's the truth. It's like that's what happened. But think about it, like if my twins listened to me for hours crying, and then I'm saying, "Oh, sorry, I fell asleep." It's like God knows he could have thought I fucking hooked up with something. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? It's he could have thought I was talking shit, and it was the truth. And now that I know that we're, the thing is, I did know that we were twin flames at that point in my life, but I did. The only way I can describe it is it wasn't something that was. I didn't realise the extent of what that actually meant at that actual point, is the way I would put it. But it was from that point on I really started to understand what a big deal it was. He was cheeky to me a lot and dismissive, and I would dismiss it back, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Just being like, I just kind of saw it as it's like I knew he was covering what was really going on. Do you know what I mean? But not kind of cheeky in the way as like, it's kind of like because like I said, even though I wasn't as confident back then as what I am now, it's like we just weren't, like I said, the majority of the time that's my perspective on it, is we were nice to each other. But don't look back at things with absolute rose tinted glasses. I think there's a card in that says that it's when it's that card that just said, I wish I could take my words back. When cornered, which again hasn't happened a lot of times in me and mine, yeah, like I said, it's not, there's, yeah, it's so good. It's different for different people, but it might not be anyway, whatever. So what else have we got from the Divine Masculine Collective? This is why I don't do this, because then I'll end up not putting it out, because it's like, why the fuck have I spoken about my shit? Holding on. Not letting you go. I'm not laughing, I'm just laughing at what I said. It's fucking true. I'm not going to fucking put this out now, but I'll have to, because it's not letting you go, wanting to be together, can't move on, lost without you, needing you, codependency. So again, yeah, Divine Masculine Collectives are healing codependency with either you, like that feeling of, because again, some people don't understand that, because when that was said to me once, I'm like, how the fuck can I be codependent on him when I haven't seen him for like 10 years? It's like, it wasn't quite as much as we hadn't been together with each other like that, like, because, yeah, just, but anyway, like, what's that film? The one with Will Smith and Charlize for Hancock, you know what I mean? When it's like she's married to someone else, but it's like kind of like when they need each other, the fucking electricity is going crazy in that. It's, you can, you know what I mean? Because like I can recognise now that I'm not in that. That it was like I just felt like I needed them. Do you know what I mean? And I felt like, and it was, and I couldn't be happy without him in my life. And think about it, you hadn't been in my life for a long, 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 long time. So I had to let go of that eventually and be like, shit, I just need to be happy myself. You know what I mean? And that's where I now, thank God, I don't feel like I've been like that for a while now. I don't like giving time frames because it's hard to do that. But yeah, a good while, and that's what I feel Divine Masculines are working on as well. Like they feel that they don't want to be like that with you because that's what they've been like with other people, and definitely other people have been like that with them too. Like oh shit, and we'll get to that. Aye, because this is very long, and it's not fair because it's like we've got loads of Divine Masculine cut. Yeah, and look, right, this is important. No mirror, you're a mirror to one another. Self-reflection, reflecting each other, being honest with self, wisdom, clarity, transformation, shadow work. So again, remember you're a big giant triggering mirror to one another. Fun, isn't it? Spiritual connection, faith, God, deeper meaning, spirit guides, angels, protection, relationship, spiritual awakening. Again, so it's like this Divine Masculine Collective saying like, look, I'm doing my shadow work and I'm spiritual awakening. Yeah, basically. So if yours is doing that, leave them to it and they'll be in touch when it's the right time in their life to be in touch, right? What, right? So where's the Divine Feminine Collective at? Divine Creativity 1010. So obviously we're just not long past 1010, and like I said, that was only last week. Yeah, that was fucking horrendous for me. So I hope it wasn't fucking horrendous for you, but I'm assuming it was for quite a few people if the right people are finding the video. Which, like I said, it's like a lot of the time some of the waves I'm channeling for, I'm not entirely sure that I am reaching the people I'm meant to. Obviously I am, because again, you know, some of you might just like me and you know you resonate with something, but I know like some of these deeply romantic ones aren't always for everyone, but they are, because there's some people in the chat let me know, but you can let me know. So receiving cosmic intelligence, what I mean by deeply romantic is when I'm picking up a lot of like the situation that I'm in, like I'm a woman divine feminine with a male divine masculine, I wonder like how many of the people I'm actually, you know, because I only ever seem to attract divine masculine female. Oh fuck, this is just honestly, you know what I mean? The majority. Trust, ask, listen, allow. So that's what's going on, and you might be seeing that the emoji might be a sign for someone. So that's where the divine feminines are at. They are trusting divine cosmic intelligence, whatever that said, and they're trusting divine masculines. Oh my god, same card. Trust, asking, listen, and allow. So again, but while you're trusting and allowing and listening and paying attention to signs, as we always do as a divine feminine, your divine masculine's like, that's helping your divine masculine do that. And staying grounded, again, it's like I feel the divine's really working, your guides are working with your divine masculine to ground this union in the physical, the ones that are ready for that to happen. Yeah, and then we've got Voyager's journey, past life healing. So again, I feel that's got a lot to do with divine masculines that are healing past wounds, and the violet flame activation. Everything I do is a violet flame activation, and that's why I say the Saint Germain thing, and most of the things that I do. So the healing meditations, right? What else do you need to know about this? And then I'll read these cards, and then I'll go because my throat's a wee bit sore, so my throat's getting, and I haven't got a sore throat, but just because I've been talking for an hour now, I feel that is about people healing their throat chakras, and like preparing to talk. I've just seen the past life card again while I was shuffling in this deck. Heart, oh my god, I don't think we need another one. Heart to heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So again, what is going on here? And look, that's so weird that I just said about the throat chakra. Not weird. It's like, so there's a few things, right? For some people, there is just this awareness. For divine masculine energies, there is a strong awareness that, yeah, we need to talk about this, right? It doesn't mean that that's going to happen anytime soon because there's awareness, because people want to be in a good place before they come forward for that conversation. For some people, you are ready for it. So you're going to know whichever one you are. But that's powerful that that card came out when I just said that about the throat chakra. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And again, like I said, we're only in the Scorpio moon now for another couple of hours right now, but it's kind of like, I really do feel that, and that means it's a really strong message, I really do feel that as we approach closer and closer, after the 23rd of October in the Scorpio season, that like you said, that desire, that passion, the spiritual awakening, the deep emotions that people are experiencing, your spiritual journey is beginning. It's beginning. Like the next part of some people's spiritual awakening journey is after healing. Look what I just said. Tells you the deck. After healing codependency, addictions, or affect your romantic life. Like basically, when divine masculines have got themselves in a better place, they will be coming forward for these conversations. So just trust, and again, make it not so serious if you're at this bit. Playfulness, you know what I mean? To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And yeah, because this is happening. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process. So there's that word, trust again. Right. So what I do to the tarot. What's that? Engage. I've just picked up engagement was stuck. So it says getting engaged, deeper commitment, marriage proposal, the next phase in a relationship. So again, obviously not all these words are going to be making sense to people, but it's just taking it to a next level of whatever you were before. So if you haven't spoke for years or whatever, it could just be taking things to a friendship. You know what I mean? Like, so if you've had nothing, a friendship's better than not speaking to one another. But it's building upon. And if you've been together a while, it could be people making big commitments. But it's the next phase in a relationship. So there's something happening. And again, remember, marriage and everything to do with marriage is about union. And that one just said your soul is preparing to reconnect. But one of these times I was doing it, actually was a literal proposal. So let us know in the comments, because this is timeless. Right, so for the divine feminines, I'm fucking raging, by the way, because this is actually a really good reading. I'm going to have to put it out, and I'm fucking annoyed. Sorry, anyway. I'm just annoyed that I spoke about my own stuff, but it always happens. Loving union, teamwork. So again, like I always say, it's not usually real time I'm channeling for it, but for some people it might be. But it's kind of like there's a loving union, and I just love the words. I pulled this on the shorts. I can't remember what day it was for, but I think it was for a wee bit further next week or something. There's a loving union coming together. 2 of Cups. Like, this is true love. There's someone is stressed about this, because that says pause and observation, but it's the 9 of Swords. Someone's having sleepless nights about this union. It feels like both, to be honest, this is both twins that I'm channeling for. This is both twins that are having sleepless nights about this true love twin flame union. Wisdom of experience. The wording on, I love the wording on this, but I'm like, I don't get why. I don't get what that's about. But yeah, basically something's going to be a victory when this comes forwards. And also it's a birthday cake, so it's like, I feel you're going to be celebrating something. Someone's going to be celebrating a union very soon. Okay, divine masculine collective. This is a fucking positive energy I'm picking up on today. Divine masculines. I feel divine masculines, before the cards come out, I feel divine masculines have been building up their finances, is what seems to come through. That is what's really, so I feel like people have experienced some real loss. It's like loss of some kind, whether it's like loss of finances or loss of sense of self or a bit of both, or something like that. It's like people have been, I just get this feeling people have been working hard. So if the Eight of Pentacles comes out, I called it, it's like working hard on themselves, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, but physically. But I feel there's something, again, it's just because divine masculine energies, regardless of your gender, are very motivated by things like money. And I'm, normally I'm saying that in quite a negative way, but I mean it's just kind of like it's something like that. It's different for different people. Let's see what comes out. Divine masculines. The sun. Yeah, look. The sun awards camaraderie, affection. This is the best card in the pack. Everyone always says that too, but it's true. But it's the best card in the pack. But I suppose that's down to preference. But divine masculines, if you're not already in this really happy energy and moving towards the sun, your happiness, your divine feminine, it's like I really do feel well, I'm channeling the moment you are, basically, like that's the message, like, and you're going to be awarded for all this, like, see what I mean, you're going to be awarded, it's the way you look at it, you're going to be awarded for this hard work you've put in. So if it's about finances, you're getting awarded, you're seeing some kind of return on an investment, but the return investment might not be money, it might be your happiness, like you've went through the darkness and your happiness is here. Yeah, your luck's changing, Wheel of Fortune. But again, I really do feel, so if you are a divine feminine, you're like, well, where the fuck are they? It's like I feel some of them have been actually working so hard, and some, to be real, have been working so hard to get away from karmic situations, addictions, habits, actual relationships, friendships, family that are giving them a hard time, whatever is all going on with people, that they're exhausted, recovery and retreat, and they're in a period of healing. But some could actually be healing. I got this down. Someone could actually be healing because they've been working so hard and they just want to get their strength back before coming forward. But there are challenges and problems. There are some kind of, what's that? Purposeful action. There's just interference, you know what I mean? We're just going to read that now, actually. That leads us into that. There is interference. Now, this is weird. Now, there is a card that says something about I can't leave my karmic situation just yet in this deck. So let's see. What's that? The Hanged Man waiting. So there's a delay here and there's a waiting, and it's like, but look, that seesaw's going to go and this person's going to go and they're going to go straight to that person, and I feel that's your twin if this is you. And nervous about change. Oh my god, 4 of Cups. I mean, that's the boredom card. That's those my bored as fuck card. But if someone's nervous about the change, I love the wording. I just love these cards. I love the book too, and I don't know what it is, I'll find it. But it's just, again, you're going to find something that you thought you'd lost, because that's what that means. But someone's nervous about the change, but I feel their excitement as well, if this is for you. But yeah, there's people trying to cause problems, and it could just be the problems are someone's overthinking, but they're about to take some action. They're about to take some purposeful action towards you, or you are doing that towards your twin. Obviously, that's not everyone. But if it's you, fucking let us know. Celebrate in the comments, or an email. I'm like, I don't advise people do that, but yeah, do comment something, but let me know in private, and then I can just say someone's got in touch and said that's happened, or they've come into a union. I've never felt a love like this before, and now's not the right time. But you see, that's why I got that deck, because I felt like maybe something about a karmic thing might come out. So again, now's not the right time for some. So it's your personal responsibility to recognise if any of this at all is for you, or what bits are for you, all that kind of stuff. That should be self-explanatory, but you know, it's now's not the right time, and who knows why that is. That'll be different reasons for different people. I'm battling my addictions. Now, I did say that is for some people. I keep seeing signs of you everywhere I go, right? So just, okay, now let's read these. So I'm going to read these. Oh, I don't want to fucking read all of them. What one will we read? The signs are with you already. I think that's just about the signs that I've already said. Holding on way too tight, and clean up time, and the power of free. I'm going to read this holding on too tight. So wait a minute, in case you want to see the cards. So there's the first one, that I feel that's not a divine feminine. I feel that's a karmic energy of some sort. That could be either. That could be a sad divine feminine or divine masculine, or a sad karmic, but I'm kind of just in clean up time. That could be somebody, you know, a karmic energy. Just really a bit, and this is always a karmic energy card for me. So anyway, whatever I said before, what is the 17? So it could be something significant about today. Shit, today's the 17th. So, and I've just opened the book at the right, so this is obviously the right one to read. Holding on way too tight. This sweet and defiant being holds fast to her Celtic cross, clutching her belief system, because without it, she's not sure who she truly is. Perhaps it was given to her by a beloved. There's that word again at the start. The card said beloved. Perhaps it represents her family, a loved one, or aspects of her soul. But the reason she holds on so tight is that she is lonely and has yet to connect with her soul family on a day-to-day basis. Although that's a woman on the card. Now again, remember, some women are divine masculine, as fucking most of my audience though. But it's like, that does feel about divine masculines that are wanting to connect with their soul family. Like they're yet to do it, this says. Or more soul family. There are times in your life when you too may be surrounded by people, even those who you call friends, but you feel extremely lonely amid it all, as she does. Yeah, so that's a divine masculine energy, feeling alone, spiritual awakening. You may feel like you need a barrier between yourself and the world, and she does, or he does, or whatever you identify with. Also, this happens all the time, but again, this is because this is significant to me, but this is not just me. Like a lot of my clients, 111, new beginnings, alignment, are born 85 and 84. Doesn't mean to be like you and your twin, right? It could just be one of you is, but some of you, look, 84 and 85. On page 84 and 85. Happened the other day. I must be helping a lot of people in these age brackets. I know I am, from the, like I always say on the analytics, it says ages 35 to 45 or something. There's a sense that you feel too strongly your individuality and that you're lonely as she is too. You're holding so tightly to something that is proven to be a barrier between you and others, which is why you feel so alone at times. At present, you may need to open up a little and admit you crave like-minded people around you. This is like what I channeled in the video yesterday about some people's like inner child stuff, which again, I feel that all of us could resonate with this in some way. It's like you feel that you have to be on guard, or like you have to be suspicious, and that, you know what I mean, it's something like that. It's like, you know, but some people are being too defensive and too, like, there are people that care about you, that would listen to you. This does not mean people, but again, like I say all the time, I'm fucking Scorpio rising, so I'm more giving the message about discernment than trusting people, but it's kind of like, just, not everyone's out to get you. That's what I want to say. So trust the people that you know that you can trust, and be discerning of people. This does not mean people who do the same things for a living as you. It means people who speak to your soul. So yeah, then it says like-minded people. You're craving metaphysical and mysterious discussions, and you've got some questions that truly need answers, or at least exploration. Again, spiritual awakening, and the spiritual card came up in that red deck. It's time to consult oracles. That's what I am. The ones that we find when we seek out friends who tell us what they see, not what they think we wish to hear. And what you're likely to hear is that you must let go of you must let something go. Again, we're in eclipse season. We're in the eclipse hallway right now. That's what eclipse season's about. One dilemma with living in a world you feel you must protect is that you fear other people intruding on it, disturbing your delicate balance. So you hold on tighter to whatever you have, and whatever makes you feel whatever makes you. And remember, that card said nervous about change. The truth is, your inner world is richer than most, and it's imaginative paradise or hell, depending on your state of mind. Sorry, you see that. Hello? Oh, hi. That's actually my mum this time, so, wait a minute, I'm not going to be able to read the other one. But remember, I'm always saying about what you're thinking. When you receive this card, please let go a little. Notice how this gives you room to interact or engage with loving others. And this therefore helps you recreate your world anew. It is likely you will choose carefully who you allow in, but at least one person does need to be let in. That's what I'm letting my mum in. You know what I mean? You can trust some people. My mum is one of the only people I trust, but not the only one, but at least one security blanket. Oh, that's going to make me cry. It needs to be shown the door just for a moment, and my mum's coming at the door. That's fucking crazy, isn't it? Who's that person for you? But right now, I'm going to need to read the Rainbow Ascension card in a separate video, which is annoying, but hey, 2 videos, twin flames, 2 people. You know what I'm saying? See you soon. Right, so part 2. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, check out part 1 below. In fact, I would strongly advise you check out part 1, because otherwise this might not make sense, but whatever. Whatever, you do, you do. You do, you do. You do, you boo. Right, I'm just going to read this and get off. So, forgiveness. Reducing burden. A wrong is done, consequences you cannot deny, but to hold a grudge is to drink poison and think that the other person will die. Being a cold season festival, Halloween is the perfect time to pause and think about how things actually are in our lives and what heavy burdens. And remember, I keep pulling the 10 of, I sometimes call it the 10 of burdens. I keep pulling the 10 of wands, which is about you've been carrying so many burdens of your own, and a lot of the time it's other people's, that you just have to drop it all because it's just too heavy. And sometimes people need to get to that point, or a tower moment, to ask for help, you know, or to see what really matters in your life. It just depends where you're at. We do not wish to carry through these harder, leaner times. Some of this heavy-heartedness may relate to old relationships or grievances. So again, clearly this is going right in with what I finished on there. And again, I was just saying to my mum, like, you know, I was like, that was crazy, the timing of you ringing the buzzer, because I forgot she'd said she was popping around, and it was like, yeah, she just dropped something off and she's away. And it's kind of like, well, she was, you know, she stayed for a wee bit, but it's kind of like, yeah, I just said something about, I don't know, I'm sure I just said something about letting people in, and then there was me letting someone in, so synchronicity means something. But yeah, this is definitely about forgiveness, about, you know, letting the stuff go with whatever has went on with you, and karmic situations, which is all of us to a certain extent, whether it be romantic, friendships, fallouts with family, work things, whatever it is, you know, it's a time for forgiveness and forgiving yourself, obviously. But I really do feel this is a lot of the breakups that happen around eclipse season, because eclipse season is just notorious for that. If your romantic relationship or situationship or whatever it is, or, you know, with twin flames too, if something isn't quite right, or it's built on a false foundation or something, it's going to crumble. You know, there's going to be tower moments at an eclipse, because eclipses take things out of your life that it's no longer for your highest good, but also they're very destined and fated times. So that's why it's just every eclipse season you see a lot of karmic breakups, and you also see a lot of twin flame unions. It just happens every year, and one of these years it'll be your year. So for both, you know what I mean? You have to, like, again, I've definitely went through my Halloweens and my seasons of karmic endings. So yeah, so whatever is relevant. So yeah. Some may relate to negative feelings we hold on tightly about others, and even a lack of compassion for the mistakes we have ourselves made. So yeah, again, forgiving yourself as well. And the white rose as well is about purity. And I mentioned that I was getting the word purity a lot. I think it was just yesterday or the day before I mentioned it on the video. It said it is said that it takes a big person to apologise, but in many ways it takes an even bigger person to forgive. When we hold grudges, the negative energy is incredibly toxic. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other unforgiving person to die. Do you know what? This is really interesting. I wondered how that was going to come into it. So the other day there, it was the other day or the other night, like when I was feeling really, really rough, as in hungover, or just, but again, like I said, it wasn't much. It was just rough. Like, I just felt really heavy emotions. Don't think it was, no, because when I was hungover, I watched that other weird film that I spoke about. But the one I'm thinking of, it was basically in that film, and it was just one that I found on Prime. It was kind of funny though. It was basically it was sister, so I can forget the relations and that, but that might be significant to someone. But it was stepsisters or something, and basically like one was like really resentful and angry towards the other one for not coming to visit her because one lives in England and one lives in America, right? And basically, to cut a long story short, the whole point, the there was a good reason for why the other one didn't manage to make it, and it was because of her own stuff. And so there's something really in that about this is, and I say this, oh, I do say this quite a lot, but it's because it's true. There's something about not being too strong on you think you know why you're angry and you've got a right to be angry. I can't even get the words for it. It's just something about you think something is one way, but you might be getting it wrong about what it actually is, because that's basically. So I think I actually really need to tell you what this bit. I'm just trying to make it was basically something like, I think in the film. I mean, this is it's actually a comedy and it was really funny, but it's like it's actually oh fuck. I'm trying to remember what. Yeah, so it's like it's something like what I gathered is it's like, so the woman's meant to have had a miscarriage, right? And the other woman is meant to have not came to visit. And I think, yeah, and I think it was known that that's what had happened. But then it transpires in the film that the reason why she didn't, she couldn't get on the plane to visit her is because she had just found out that she couldn't have kids. So do you know what I mean? It's like, and I just thought, wow, that's like fucking, like when I was watching it, because it was really fun. It was like, it was quite an eye opener about, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, so whatever, when you translate that to whatever's happening in your life, like it might have been upsetting for you that somebody didn't show up for you, but you don't always know what's behind that happening. You know what I mean? So do you know what? That's actually probably literally going to be specific to somebody, because I'm just thinking about the fact that there's soul child here too, and I mentioned miscarriage on the last one. So I feel that's a really important message for. Again, it's random. It's not going to make sense to everyone, but there must be something in that, because that's, again, most of it was a hilarious film. It was it was actually. Do you know what is funny? Because it was like, again, I just keep getting led to all these films about weddings and marriages and you name it. It's like, but this one was funny because it was like the people we hate at the wedding, and there's a bit in the. I mean, that's a bit strong, but it was just pretty funny because I just got fucking absolutely pissed at the wedding, so it was. But like I'm saying, it's kind of like that's more like being anyway. But do you know what I'm saying? There was a bit of a funny synchronicity with that. But it was the reason the film's called that is because it's like they end up like it is just really dramatic, and they end up having a big massive fucking bust up and that and everything, and then it's like, and the person says like, we're those people, aren't we? We're the people at the wedding that people talk about for ages. And I saw the humour in it. Like, my guides are pretty tongue in cheek, but it was like, yeah, I've been that person at weddings many a time. That's why I don't like Prosecco. But do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it wasn't that. Well, who knows? But do you know what I mean? It is something along those lines. That's what was the funny thing for me, was it was like, right, I was spewing in the toilet, so I'm getting spoke about with that. Do you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, do you know what I mean? The whole film, it was actually really quite sweet. Oh, and there was very twin flamey now I think of it, because she was sleeping with her boss. So that's a divine masculine energy, right? It was like the girl was it was actually, what's her name? I forget the actress's name, but it's the blonde girl that was in that program that I liked that I've also forgot what it's called. The Good Life. That's about the afterlife, and it was really funny. And soulmates and all that too. It's Anna or Elsa's voice. I can't fucking remember what her name is. So, you mums and dads, you'll know who I'm talking about here. That's really annoying me that I can't remember her name. But anyway, it was funny. And anyway, she's like the divine masculine energy, and she's sleeping with her boss. And he's just using her basically. He's using her and leading her on. So that felt like a karmic energy. And then she meets this hot guy on the plane. Well, I suppose in the eye of the beholder, but I thought it was kind of hot. But it's like she meets this hot, nice guy on the plane, and they end up sleeping with each other because she's not, she'd sleep with the boss, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean? He's married, but it's kind of like, she sleeps with this guy, and they really get on, and he even says all this really lovely stuff, like, I think you're my dream girl and all this kind of stuff. So it wasn't just like a one night stand. And then he sleeps, and then she sleeps with him again, and then it's something like the boss is meant to be coming. It's all this fucked up stuff, right? But it's like the boss is meant to be coming to the wedding, and he keeps saying, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, and then he lets her down. So she ends up inviting the one she's just slept with, right? But then you can probably guess the boss is like, oh, I can come now. And so then she blows the other one off, and he's like, look, I get it, you know what I mean? Like, and so he basically walks away from him, and he's like, you know what, I just hope that, I don't know, I hope you're making the right decision, or I hope it ends up working out for you, because obviously you can see the writing on the wall. And you can obviously guess probably the rest of the film, but it is really funny. But it's really what I got from it was, she's picking the guy that she's cheating with, the one that's married, because it's like she doesn't feel good about herself. So she's picking a situation that doesn't do her justice, kind of thing. And I'm sure a lot of you out there can relate to that. And I'm sure we've all been that person at some point. Until you do the work to heal yourself. And like I said, it's very related to everything I said in another video. It's what the twin flame journey is about, you know what I mean? Like, not settling for less. Until you're ready to handle the big intensity of that, your person, your absolute one, whatever you want to call it, your beloved. But yeah, then she does, I can't remember what sort of happens to, I think she ends up getting with that guy because when she really needs somebody, and because they get put in jail at one point, it is really quite funny. He comes to save the day, the random guy that she slept with, that it's clear that she's meant to be with him. And there's all this other funny stuff that happens. So whatever, but that did just come to me. It's more the bit about forgiveness, that's a big bit in the film that's kind of poignant, is that she's holding this resentment and this anger towards the sister for not coming to see her when something bad had just happened in her life, but actually something really bad was going on with the other person. And so I just thought it was really quite powerful, and it's obviously a download that was to be given, is that you don't know what is going on with the other person. So when you're thinking about what's going on with you don't know what's going on with them. So I think that's really important for twins to remember. And like I always say, you don't actually find out what is truly going on or what has went on in the past until you have a heart-to-heart discussion and you find out what the truth is, rather than making up all these wild stories in your head. So that is a strong message that comes through quite a lot. So whilst we may even harbour feelings of revenge, and to be honest, that does feel good for a while, and by the way, that's very Scorpio. That's a real dark shadow side of Scorpio, and I would never advise it. It is important that we move those feelings along to forgiveness and release as soon as possible for our own health and well-being. If you've chosen this card, think about who it is that you could be forgiving, and that includes yourself. So powerful. Right, so I'll just quickly look at Soul Child, because again, when me just mentioned it, that's so crazy, because that whole film, like I say, is mostly hilarious, but that is the bit that's a bit serious in it. And you can see that, the other one's like, oh god, I've been being quite selfish. I don't know if it's the word selfish or just thinking about myself because of what I was going through. And actually, obviously I hadn't even entered that sister's head that the other one was going through something of herself. So it's food for thought for all of us with something. Rebirth is upon you, beautiful child of the universe. You have prepared for new life, and it's starting right now. So that's what I mean. Like this, I feel this is a literal thing about spirit babies, but it's also about new life, and this could be like your new relationship coming in, or relationship to yourself before that comes in. The divine moment of rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, which that's absolutely Scorpio moon right now, and it's Sag moon. It's like the darkness and the light of intense inner work and physical transformation has arrived. So again, it's just this repeating message about those of you that have been in a dark night of soul and you're coming out of it. You've done the work. Allow yourself to have the rewards now, whatever that is for you. Enjoy getting to know this new self. And we've got Ascension. You know what I mean? This is powerful. I'll put my own stuff aside to publish this. Even if it's just this and you're like, where's part one? Well, part one I decided not to share. So I'm joking. I'm sure I've put them both out. I've come this far. Like an adventurer enjoying the discovery of a brand new world, take your time to explore and increase the increase of your light, power, and love. Wow, and that's what I said. I said this in the video yesterday. No, I wrote it in the community tab. Check out the written post, right? And I'll keep doing it. Actually, I've not done that today. I said you're making way for more light. So, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculines are doing that. You've undergone the death of the old order. Nothing is as it was, nor will it be so again. You have had to learn detachment, to release and let go over and over again. And again, that's people that have been healing codependency with anyone, romantic, family, friends. In so many ways, you've experienced inner death as you've bravely surrendered that which no longer serves your growth this lifetime, even if you once loved it dearly or couldn't imagine life without it. Again, which is what we're like with karmic relationships, whether it be romantic, friends, family. It's like when it's this roller coaster of, oh, when it's amazing, it's great, and when it's fucking terrible, it's terrible. I don't know about you, but there's been some points in my life that I actually thought that was fucking normal, and it's not. It is it is a lot of people's normal, but it's not okay. Like you so much deserve so much more than that, and please do not allow yourself to be in that a moment longer. Let it go with the Scorpio moon, or at least let it go with the next full moon at the end of the month. For fuck's sake, let it go whenever you're watching this. Deep inside, through that process, your soul has been gathering energy. It has been drawing it away from the old forms of your life and your relationships, from your old beliefs about health, finances, work, and from what used to hold meaning for you. Again, this is what used to hold meaning for you. So you could have had a lot of love for someone in your life at one point. You just don't have that love now. You've got more love for yourself to walk away from something. It is done so in order to feed the new soul child being carried within your body. Well, that's pretty fucking heavy. So this seriously is for someone. This new you is filled with divine light, love, and power. Your inner soul child. So again, it's either your inner child or, like say, some people it's a soul you may be carrying now. Congratulations if that's you, or you're going to be. So be careful. It is Scorpio's moon. This newly integrated self is preparing for birth now, from that which is no longer something new is now being born. And I've kept saying that again, I really do feel a lot of divine masculines are going to resonate with that feeling, regardless of your gender, of it's been the length of a pregnancy. Like, you know, you've had to go through all this, like all the horrible shit that you need to go through, and amazing stuff that you need to go through. You know what I mean? As you change and release the old you. You're ready for the next cycle or phase of your life, even if, like a newborn colt learning to stand steady on shaky legs, you're not sure of your strength. Be reassured. The new self you're experiencing will grow strong and powerful soon enough. Let confidence in your new self emerge. Reflect upon how different you are now to a year. Oh my god, to a year ago. And I shared in the community tab today the song that went off with the alarm. No, that was last night, wasn't it? It was a year ago. Or was it today? See what I mean? I'm getting so fucking confused with all this shit. Wherever it was recently. Oh, it was last night. So there's something significant about a year ago for someone. For a lot of people, it'll be. Just even literally, how different were you a year ago? So, even a month ago. Yeah, a year or even a month ago. Be curious about who you are now. Do not expect the same reactions or experiences you encountered in the past. It is a time of celebration, acknowledgement that a new day, a new you has begun, and a journey in the physical world. By the way, that is really significant because that came up in the shorts. I've been pulling 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the Sun, all the fucking happiest cards, the Star. Happy times are coming in some way, shape, or form. So make room for it. Those of you that's twin flame unions, obviously that is just, I'm a channel, and this is a channel, we're a channel here to usher that in. And again, if you don't know that, chat, it's because of when my birthday is, my numerology, everything adds up to the Four of Wands, the union card. So that is my download. It's like I'm here to usher in these unions. That's why I'm always fucking channeling unions. And again, it does get a bit boring at times, but it's like, you know, it's like love it. I love love, so it's nice, but you got to be in the mood. Do not expect the same reactions, experiences you encountered in your past. I just read that bit. You shall enjoy the divine harvest of all your growth and effort. Yeah, so for some it's like you're enjoying more money coming in, or you're enjoying more success, or your happiness is, but it's different for different people. It can also indicate that a child is around you, perhaps one about whom you've been thinking about deeply is particularly gifted or spiritually orientated, and that's what I said. This is definitely a download for those of you that have already got children that are very gifted, and they need, those gifts need nurturing. And again, I'm a healer that does that if you feel drawn to me. This child may have an important mission this lifetime and need your love and support and spiritual encouragement to thrive into that mission according to his or her own divine timing. I can't stress that enough. The children that come through twin flames, well, first of all, the children that come through twin flames that are with other karmic partners and stuff, they're incredibly special children. You don't need me to tell you that, because it's your kid, or it's, or you're around a child that's of a, whatever. And I know that because some of you will comment here, there's people that I work with that are connected to the channel, or, or I've even worked with your children that are, so connected, and it's just amazing. And like I said, I definitely, and you also, the children don't need to be from twin flames, because like I said, my nieces are absolutely these kind of children too, and it's like, it could be children around you as well. What else? But also, the children that come through twin flames together, they're like like next level kind of get ready. That's powerful. So those of you that is meant. So this card may also be a sign that a new business idea, professional or personal relationship, or lifestyle choice is going to support the growth of your spirit in a positive or encouraging way. If this is the case, that new idea connection will lead to birth of a creative new programs, ideas, structures in your life. On the other hand, if something has been flagging in energy or success, but you've not yet inclined to give up, this oracle comes as confirmation, encouragement. Rebirth is going to happen, and rebirth always happens in a Scorpio moon. Do not give up. Sometimes it is darkest just before the dawn. I don't know about you, but I keep hearing that fucking phrase everywhere. Darkest before dawn. So, I am a child of the universe, divinely loved and empowered to grow into a shining, radiant soul of love. May all aspects of my life journey be blessed to grow into their most beautiful and loving form. May all the people and ideas that are in need of protection, so they may grow into their divine fullness, be blessed and supported by unconditional love through divine grace, so be it. And also, I just realised, oh look, and then look at the next pages are Dark Night of the Soul, which obviously that's what a lot of you are still in, or your twin is in, or coming out of, so whatever's going on. And the next one after that is Family of Light, and I always say we're a family of light. But also this is about healing your inner child. So that soul child that you've been healing is your own inner child. So it's a bit of both a bit of a fucking mixed bag for that. Anyway, I'm burping now too, so. And then, actually, this is a total journey. Look, soul child, and then after that is grounding, family light, dark night of soul, and now it's the Ascension card. So I'm really burping a lot here. That's clearing a lot of energy. I always clear the most energy in Scorpio moons. That's usually when I don't know if I've got the energy to channel a journey right now. Maybe I'm gonna. Anyway, let's read this, and I'm gonna get off and get these videos uploaded. So, Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. So, like I said, there's big stuff happening right now. Okay, you don't need me to tell you that, but actually, some people do, because I'm an Ascension guide, and it's there's more than just me out there, is what I'm saying. But for some people, I might be your first protocol, and I'm fucking humbled and honoured if that's true. But what I'm saying is there's big shit happening. There's big energy shifts, and a lot of these energy shifts are happening. Whether you see that as just the eclipse, it's not just the eclipse, but whether you see that as the eclipse or other energies or whatever, it's something big is happening that we've never seen in our lifetimes ever, and it's what we came here for. This is what you came here for. I'm hearing Rihanna now. Shit's kicking off, guys. I'm getting chills as I'm saying this. These unions are coming in. So, you've been growing spiritually and your consciousness is expanding. It is transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control and conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine. That feels connected to what I was channeling about money in the video yesterday, about the money system's going to change very soon. Again, I know this isn't a news flash really, but I can just feel it coming. As your appreciation of love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, chakras, and physical body. As you physically expand, you may need more rest, healing, meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light and the consciousness it awakens within you. Sorry, that is really pretty goddamn amazing that I channeled in the written community bit yesterday about you're making way for more light, and now this is saying the same thing. Like, you think I was psychic or something, guys? You know what I'm saying? The rainbow bridge is a term for the channel of light that moves through your chakra system and along your spine, allowing spirit to enter your body and stimulate the development of your soul. This bridge comes to life as your consciousness is raised. Sorry, I'm going to read this quick because see, when I start getting that feeling that I'm just wanting to get off, it's really strong. Because again, I'm surprised I'm this chipper in a Scorpio moon, to be honest, because it's like, when it hits my chart, it hits my Mars, do you know what I mean? Well, that could mean a lot of things, but I just kind of wanted to pass and move into Sag moon already because I'm Sag moon. I feel like I'm in the Sag moon energy. I think I've moved through the Scorpio. I think I'm going to be alright. But I don't know. It's a couple hours away. It draws in higher energies that nourish and awaken your body, mind, and soul through your chakra system. As your chakras become stimulated by the increasing influx of spiritual light, a clearing process begins, which supports the consequent expansion of your consciousness. This clearing is like a spiritual detoxification. It's basically, that's like what I'm doing every fucking video I'm doing. I clear. Because clear means clear. I just got that actually. About the clearing thing, I just actually seriously just realised that. And I'm always clearing. That's crazy because I usually say it's like clear as in, like, you know, clarity in that, but it's also clear. That's fucking crazy. Oh, anyway. See, I just had an epiphany right in front of you. Like one of my reviews says, that's what a lot of people like when they work with me, is like, you get to experience it with me in the moment. It clears blocks from your mind's emotional body and physical body, as well as from your soul, such as unresolved past life issues. It's everything I help people with. As these blocks are broken down and processed, emotional trauma stored in your organs and nervous system can be released and your energy field becomes more spacious. By the way, I know it's kind of annoying when I say that because a lot of you know it, but I'm just saying it for new people. Like, if you've just randomly come across this, I don't just read cards, which is amazing if you just do that. But it's, you know, a clear energy. I'm an energy healer, I'm a shaman, past life regression, hypnotherapy, blah, 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 inner child healing, heal children. You know, I can help you with shit. This creates room for an increase of spiritual light. As a result, you feel clearer about who you are and why you're here, and others see more clearly when they're in your field. You become more powerful. Your energy field continues to clear itself and attracting more spiritual light, becoming more visible beyond physical limits. Can I just add in here, and I wouldn't be surprised if this actually goes on to say the same, that also means you attract a lot of dark energy too. So unfortunately, the more you expand and grow in consciousness and make way for light and just grow spiritually, whatever way you want to put it, you do attract a lot of jealousy, a lot of hate even, and yeah, you know, it reminds me kind of like, oh my god, I was about to say a moth to a flame, and that's a song I just added to my light songs. Just fucking a minute. Wait a minute here. I need to put the volume down, but it's actually called that. It is, look, it's the last fucking song I've just added. Moth to a flame. Swedish House Mafia, Moth to a Flame. So somebody needs to actually, to be fair, that was actually somebody else had channeled that. And so that's why I listened to it, and I thought, I don't know, but it's not, I kind of swayed over. And by the way, I'm only not giving credit because, to be honest, like, listen, that channel's that big, they don't need me to give them a shout out, and it's somebody that I tuned into loads and loads, and then I don't as much now because I've grown, and you know, I've just grown and just sort of moved past that, and yeah, it's just not everything always resonates, but I absolutely love her. So just that's all I'm going to say. But again, I don't say who I'm talking about because of the karmic energies that are watching me, and my battery's 5%, so I better finish reading this. But yeah, so that I'm sure it's like the lyrics or something like about, they were actually quite, it's like, you know, you're with somebody else. Wait a minute, like, I'm off to a flame, I'll pull you in, I'll pull you back to what you need initially. It's just one call away, and you'll leave him, you're loyal to me, it's this time I'll let you be. Wait a minute. So it's something about, and he makes you feel like you should, so you could change it to she or whatever resonates. And and all your friends say he's the one. His love for you is true, but does he know you call me when he sleeps? But does he know the pictures that you keep? But does he know the reasons that you cry? Or tell me, does he know where your heart lies? Basically, it's that kind of gist of everybody's saying your karmic partners, like, oh, they're amazing and they're the person for you and that, but actually, really, you or your twin is longing after the twin. I better read this. So anyway, listen to yourself. But you're opening up to new consciousness now. With this comes new insight, awareness, and awakening, and deepening of your soul talents such as healing, clairvoyance, channeling, or telepathy. Your channels are being cleared and activated. And again, this is why I activate this and others. Rest, open up, allow, be patient, and trust the process. If emotional content arises, you're concerned you might be falling back into old habits. Do not be afraid. Find ways to express what you're feeling through writing, therapy, dance, music, art, sound, conscious movement. Explore your personal expression to allow for spiritual expansion. Brings you a message. Hold on. Ascension can be a wild ride. Anything is possible. The past is not an indicator. The future is not set. This is a moment to cultivate your deepest feelings of spiritual love and peace. Allow the genius of life to flow through you, whatever way you choose. Your life can change quite dramatically during Ascension. The Rainbow Bridge empowers us to rise from one reality to another. That's what my meditation about the New Earth is about. Listen to that if you're new to me. It will help you. If your outer world doesn't change radically, internally you feel as though you're living a different life. This is all spiritual awakening, everything I channel about all the time. Enjoy crossing the rainbow bridge into new consciousness, dear one. And I'm not new to this. This isn't my first paper round. I've been doing this for 9 years. 6-7 years on lives on different platforms, but yeah, it's and longer than 9 years. That's just when I made Crystal Clear Visions. You have everything you need. You're ready for this. It's meant to be. Right, I'm going to read the invocation, but if it cuts off, it cuts off. I call upon the unconditionally loving guidance that can assist me with mercy, grace, protection, support through my ascension process. I accept this opportunity to grow spiritually and shift from one reality to a higher vibrational reality. This is people going from the old earth to the new earth. I accept the opening of my chakras into more love and consciousness. I accept the changes happening in me and in my life due to spiritual growth. May I be held in tenderness, compassion as I release lower vibrational pattern and embody my authentic divinity. May beings of unconditional love who assist in the anchoring of love and rainbow bridge of light upon this planet for the greatest good of all beings be empowered, invited to do so now through my own free will. So be it. That was fucking powerful. Sorry, I